Hello and welcome to Alchemical Tarot, a daily spark of inspiration, imagination and intuition. Whether you're here for more alignment, more clarity, or just a cosmic nudge in the right direction, I'm really happy to have you here and I'm very excited to see what the cards are going to show and bring to you today. And we already have our first two cards. I'm just going to see if we've got another one now before I get started. Yes, we do. So, two fours today. We have the Four of Wands and we have the Four of Swords. And when I see the number 4, I'm thinking of stability. I'm thinking of grounding, of feeling secure and safe. It's a time of reflection, time of restoration. So all of these kind of feelings today. Those of you that have watched the channel today will know that there's plenty of ups and downs along the way. And I do celebrate the fact that there are cycles. We're not just supposed to be in this permanent high. And this is, I would say, a time of consolidation. And I think that's really important. I know in sort of the Chinese I Ching, they talk about sort of going off to battles, but needing to know when it's time to retreat, because there's as much strength in that as there is in keep pushing forwards. If you keep pushing forwards, you can spread yourself too thin. So maybe there's something in the cards for you today about that, about noticing when it's time to just reflect and restore and get ready for the next stage, because both of these cards are also talking about there being a next stage. This is like a preparation. The Four of Wands is almost before the Four of Swords in this case, because these people have decided to celebrate before they go to the next stage. There's an up-leveling process, but they're taking the time to come together with others and to just be happy about how far they've come and be present, be really present in everything that's been going on for you. And it's really interesting because I was literally having this conversation with some colleagues yesterday, and we were talking about how easy it is to get caught up in wanting to be at the next stage straight away. And you do end up thinking, oh, I haven't done this already. I haven't got this far already. And actually, when we talked about it and tapped into it, we recognized that actually we had come so far in such a short space of time. And so it is important to recognize this. So ask yourself that today. How far have you come already? What is it that you've been working on that you may not have achieved that final milestone yet, but you've met so many of those little ones along the way? So a gentle nudge here to remind you to celebrate all those small wins. And with our Four of Swords, we're looking at preparing. He's preparing for his quest. Knights often spent a night in vigil. They would spend a time getting ready, a preparatory stage, visualizing, calling on divine protection, and preparing themselves for this next stage, for this new adventure. So it's almost like being a ship in a harbour or a boat in a harbour. It's sort of, you're in this safe space right now. So it's time to just restore yourself, knowing that at some point the wind is going to be perfect and you're just going to set sail again. So what is it you need to take with you at this time? So really interesting cards, because yes, you're going on a journey. Look at that, the Chariot card, a major arcana here suggesting travel. And it's really easy to think, oh, we're going on holiday. But our Cancer card here, our Chariot, it is attributed to Cancer, is a deep thinker. So where can you travel in your dreams right now? Where can you elevate your state right now so that you can enter a feeling that's higher than the one that maybe you've been occupying? So where we're looking at this this safe space, with the Chariot, it's asking you to up level. If you were to up level in your consciousness, in your way of thinking, if you could see things from a different perspective, a higher elevated point of view, sort of give it some distance, get a bird's eye view. What's the next stage? And this card's asking you that today, I think. So it's time to dream big and feel into that, feel into what that would look like and feel like for you. What I'd like you to do now is I'd like you to close your eyes. I'm going to invite you into a short meditation. I do like to feel that we can layer these energies into your subconsciousness each day, because I believe it's a subconscious mind that feeds our outside reality. Given time, we can start to shift the narrative and move it towards, if not a more positive state, then maybe our reaction to it is much more grounded. We can feel much more stable no matter what's playing out around us. So close your eyes and just have a think about the last few weeks or months or even days. What's been happening in your life? Have you set out to do something? Have you sort of set yourself a big challenge? Or even just a small challenge? And have you accomplished it? Or has it not turned out quite like you had expected? Maybe it hasn't grown as fast as you thought it would. Maybe it doesn't look like you'd had it in your mind. And now I'd just like you to consider what skills you've learned along the way, or what people it's caused you to meet along the way. What have you learned? And how is that different from a few months ago, a few weeks ago? And where can you really celebrate and feel good about that? It's time to honor that space that you've given yourself, and to be really fully present in what you have accomplished. Feel good today. Feel good. And take a break and put your feet up and have a rest and restore, and know that you don't have to keep pushing. You don't have to keep pushing. Sometimes it's in those quiet moments of reflection that we get huge ideas come through. Take the time today to prepare for the next stage, because it seems you are going on a voyage of discovery, learning more about yourself, more about the world from a different perspective. I want you to tap into how you feel. What's going on for you right now? And now I'd like you to imagine that you're a bird. You have wings and you take off in your mind's eye. Imagine taking off and looking at you underneath you and your life underneath you. And get a very different focus, a very different appreciation, a very different point of view from what's going on. And from that higher perspective, what would you like to see change in your world? Looking from the bigger picture, how would you do things differently? How would you show up differently? Just feel into that for a moment or two more. And our charioteer is often asking us, where can you let go of control more? Where can you just enjoy the journey more, knowing that it's all going to come through? Just keep celebrating those small wins and being very present with the whole experience, instead of keep trying to live it through future aims, wishes and dreams. It's good to know them. It's good to have that focus. But where can we let go a little more and just enjoy the play of the everyday? And appreciate the natural world around us, the people and the relationships we have with those around you. Feel into that now. And then in your own time, I'd like you to just put a smile on your face and come back to the room and open your eyes. So what small win or big win that you celebrated today? What up-leveling can you feel? And where can you share that with others and connect more with others today? But also take the time to put your feet up, rest, restore, and take a journey inwards for a few moments, for a few minutes, for an hour or two, whatever that is for you, to just think about the next stage. If you are up-leveling, what would that be? Because our charioteer is saying, yes, let's get a different perspective on this. Let's think bigger. Let's dream more beautifully and see where that can get you today. Let's let go of the reins and have a wonderful day.